Welcome everybody to the Pub Sports Radio Baseball Show. My name Jose Bouquet. I didn't think I just like
They
ate.
just mess up your name?
Yeah, I just like ate like 6 words there. But moving on. My name is Jose Bouquet, and alongside me is this gentleman right here. Let's enjoy this glory. There he goes. There he goes, running away. One more time for everyone. Maybe without the noise. Let's just get your just pure running away. That is my good buddy over there, Andrew Santangelo. Andrew, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I'm excited and ready to see all the other people's videos that get to enjoy that kind of stuff when history's made tonight.
Yeah, where are the Eagles videos? Where are the
Uh,
Eagles videos? I want
I
to
got those on my phone.
maybe send them over.
I never send them your way.
Yeah, no, I've never seen them actually. Send them over right now while we're doing this intro, and I'll put them up before the end of the show. So
Okay.
welcome everybody. You guys might be expecting football from us, because of the background. You might be thinking, aren't these the baseball guys? Wait, what? Huh? Yes, welcome to our new show. This is our guest debut of Say Hey Plays. Welcome. We are going to give everyone a little gambling advice. I am the avid gambler here. Andrew watches sports just as me, and I think Andrew's fresh take without being sold from gambling on these things is very good and helpful. So we're going to talk about some Super Bowl props because, of course, today is the day of all days to gamble on the Super Bowl. Pub Sports Radio has a lot of these shows coming out today. I think there actually might be one live as we speak. Go watch my boy Ian Cameron at Bobana, one of the great Twitter names on the Twitterverse right now. So go check out his show as well. He does this a lot. So, we're the more novice, chill, relaxed gamblers. We're going to have a little more fun with it, Hopefully we'll make you some money on the way. So, let's get this started, Andrew. All right.
Let's go for it. I'm excited. Let's do
All right.
this.
Send me those videos, by the way. I do want to see those.
I
videos.
gotta find it, man. Dude.
Oh, okay. Well, keep looking while I introduce this stuff. Keep finding. I want those videos because I need to see them. But still, I have not seen those videos. But like we said, we're going to get through the Super Bowl props. We're going to have a little fun today. We're going to go position by position, get some props in. We're going to talk about them. And then at the end, we'll give you our 5 or 6, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many we had of individually, but how many the official picks for the show. And hopefully they hit. We'll keep track. Try to be.
Yeah, just say I sent you like 11. And you're like, you need to limit that down to 5.
Yeah, I
think I still sent you 7.
Yeah, there's so many good props. The Super Bowl is in fact the Super Bowl of betting. So let's start off by pregame. Obviously the bet everyone loves to do. Heads or tails, Andrew? Where are we going?
I'm going heads.
Wow. Well, I'm a big tails never fails guy because if it is in fact tails and you bet heads,
the tails always fails.
No, it's not, dude. It's clearly not. It's always never fails. So I'm big tails minus 115. I probably will play that just for shits and giggles to start up tonight to see how we're feeling. Also, this is a play for both of us. The national anthem over. It's a duet this year. If you didn't know, I couldn't tell you who's singing it. I don't know singers. I probably should have looked that up. Andrew, maybe if you want to get some research on that, that would be.
It's Eric. It's Eric Church and I think it's Jasmine Sullivan or something like that.
Okay, so it sounds like 2 country singers right there. So I think someone also recorded their audition from outside the stadium, and it was clearly over 2 minutes. I think the book that I have actually took this down. I need to bet on it if it isn't up or is up. But we're both going over 2 minutes, over 120 seconds.
It is indeed Eric Church and Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes, so that's good.
I think with the duet, I think that just points towards the over there. We get a lot of overs with just one singer, so I think the duet's going to extend it a little bit, and that's my thought process.
Okay, good. I think so too. Honestly, like you said, the guy going out there doing God's work and recording the audition is hilarious. That's really funny. So shout out to him, and we appreciate that. Next, I'm going to start with the quarterback. Do you have any pregame props, by the way? Is there anything else you want to?
No, that was I got one. Well, this is pregame. It's from the coin toss. I like whoever wins the coin toss to defer.
Yes. That's a good one. Coin toss to defer. I like that too.
I think I think both teams would, especially the Chiefs. They've deferred a lot this season, so I think that's the safe way to play it.
And the issue is if the Bucks win the toss, they might want to get the ball first.
They might, but still, I would rather the ball in the second half.
Okay, so we're going defer for the coin toss. I think that you'll get minus odds for that, but that'll be an interesting.
That's fine.
Well, yeah, we'll take it. We're going to quarterback props first. Andrew, you ready for that?
I'm ready.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention your attire. I like your attire, by the way.
Thank you. Super Bowl champions hat,
Mm-hmm.
and then beloved Carson Wentz jersey. Beloved Carson Wentz jersey.
How many years ago was that Super Bowl now?
What? It would have been 3 years ago because we had.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, 3. Because it would have been what? Patriots won, then the Chiefs won, and then this year.
Yep. So I just wanted to just a reminder, never forget.
Hey, I spent good money on this hat, man. I gotta wear it here and there.
How much you pay for it?
Man, hats are like $35 now.
Man, that's funny. All right, quarterback props, Andrew. I'll start off with one I like. I'm going over 0.5 interceptions for Patrick Mahomes plus 120. I think everyone's been talking about all the offenses this week, and I think notoriously Super Bowl, at least first halves, are very defensive. They go back and forth, especially the first quarters, which I'll mention here in a second as well. So I think Mahomes, throwing the ball a lot today. I don't think the run game will be working especially well, but I think it'll be interesting to watch. I'm going to go over half an interception. He'll throw one, Andrew. He's bound to. He's due.
Is he? I don't know. I don't like that. I'm going under on the interception.
Okay. What about you, Andrew? Do you have a quarterback prop here? Let's go back and forth.
I'll take Patrick Mahomes for over 352.5 rushing and passing yards combined.
352. That's a lot. How many rushing yards?
It's passing and rushing combined though. So
yeah.
he's gonna throw for about 330. 330, 340, and then he'll get about 20 rushing yards.
Okay, so I mean, he could get those yards passing by itself. So
exactly. That's why I like that play too. Is he could go for 400 yards passing alone in this game, depending on what type of game it is.
Okay.
What did he finish with in last year's Super Bowl?
Look it up for you, Jeez. My good buddy Hunter Bogart over here asking about the Tom Brady rushing touchdown prop. We've talked about it before, actually. He's never scored a rushing touchdown in any of the Super Bowls that he's played. Andrew, you know what that means? He's due as fuck. He is due. I love it, Boj. Put it in there. The rushing prop is due. He's got to hit eventually. Speaking of Tom Brady, I'm going to go ahead and lock in the under of 290 yards, minus 105. Like I said, I think this will be a defensive game, and I think the Bucks especially will be trying to run the ball. Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones, they need to control the clock if they want to have a chance to win this game, and I think Bruce Arians knows that especially.
You're going under on Tom Brady passing yards? I
am going under 290. Yes.
I'm going above 290. That was. I don't think I sent you that one, but I'm going against you there. I'm gonna take the over 290.
Of course, you don't like me anyways. It's fine. Like I said, your unsoiled gambling perspective is good for me because I've been in this gambling nonsense too long now that my mind's just been ruined. I'm also Andrew. By the way, I'm also going over 0.5 interceptions for Brady too at minus 170. He's thrown 3 last game. He's not, he's willy nilly with the ball, and they're gonna have to push the ball down the field to have a chance. So I think he'll throw one.
He's coming off 3 interceptions last game too in the NFC Championship game. So, we'll see. I don't hate that one.
Robert Comm chimes in with Watkins has no receptions in the playoffs this year. You know what that means, Robert? He's also due. I wouldn't be surprised. I think his is
he playing
prop? I think he is. Yeah, his receptions prop was like 3.5 or 2.5, something along those lines. If it's 3.5, I would bet the under there. That is kind of steep, but 2.5 is possible. 2.5 is definitely possible. I had the Brady over a half an interception. Andrew, what about you? Do you have another one?
Yeah, I'll take both quarterbacks over 2.5 touchdowns.
Yeah,
passing.
Yeah.
So you said that was what, plus 300?
I think so. It's around there. But I like that, Andrew, as well. If this is not a defensive game, I think they will be doing the scoring.
It doesn't have to. I think this game is going to. I mean, I think Buccaneers put up around 24 points ish. So I think I think it's going to be a lot of passing. I don't think you're going to get many rushing touchdowns in this game. So even if it is just 24 points, I think all 3 touchdowns would be thrown passing.
Interesting. I see. I think it's the opposite. I think there will be. That's funny. I love the comments we're getting for this show. So shout out to the people commenting. I'll bring them up in a second. But I love I love that, Andrew. I mean, I love that you're out here expecting this like high scoring Super Bowl. You know, you're shooting for the stars, and I'm over here pessimistic. You know, under everything, guys.
If it doesn't turn into an offensive shootout, I think that bodes well for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking too. Camden chimes in. Fuck you, Jose. What do you think of Clouser over Super Bowls and Madden? We are in an online fantasy football or a fantasy franchise league, I guess, in Madden 21, and I am the 4-time defending Super Bowl champion, Andrew. I don't know if you know that. It's
4-time? Wow.
4-time. It's not a big deal. It's whatever. And I'm going under for Clouser Super Bowls because he's in my division. So he's unfortunately he won't be making it. It's tough to see. Robert also chimes in with he thinks that it'd be a dink and dunk offense for the Chiefs. You know, I think it will be a lot of Travis Kelce this game. You know, obviously Hill lit him up for 200 and some yards the first game, and I think Todd Bowles will be like, you know what, no more one-on-one coverage for this Tyreek Hill fella. Let's every time he goes deep, there will be a safety there and a corner right there with him.
Yeah, and that's one thing I sent to you that ended up eliminating one I would like to. It was the Travis Kelce. I think he'll get a touchdown. I think he gets 2 touchdowns. I think that would be a play as well.
Yeah, Robert Kahn likes that too. We'll get to the tight ends here in a second. I want to end my quarterbacks with over half a reception for Tom, or half a reception, over half a rushing yard. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I was going to say reception.
That's a good.
That's a bold strategy right there.
I'm not gonna lie, Andrew. I might have said that, but that's not a bad bet. He's done everything in the Super Bowl besides catch or pass. You know, I think he actually. I don't remember if he was in the Super Bowl. But do you remember when he got that like lob pass and that trick play with the Patriots? He run and he dropped it, I think.
Yeah, that was the Eagles versus Patriots Super Bowl.
Okay, so
he dropped it, and then the Eagles pulled out the Philly special, and Nick Foles caught the touchdown.
Yes. So yeah, I think over half a reception for Brady isn't awful, but I'm going over half a rushing yard for Brady at plus 120, I believe. The only thing that would fuck this up would be Niels. Mahomes fucked it up for everyone last year with his Niels. He lost I think it was a ridiculous 10 to 15 yards rushing with his Niels last year. So I'm going to go ahead and say Brady. He'll take one this game. He'll go for 5 or 6 yards, get the first down, slide, and then hopefully he doesn't lose those yards kneeling.
I agree with that.
Also, my last one, Andrew, Brady first interception, minus 175.
What was it?
Brady to throw an interception first before Mahomes, minus 175. I think Brady, I mean, you said it earlier, if Mahomes might not even throw one. So,
yeah, I don't think he does.
Okay, so I'll go there. Do you have any more before we head on over to wide receivers and tight ends?
What do you think about these two? Over under for Patrick Mahomes completions for the game, 28.5. Overs 28.5 plus 100. Unders 28.5 minus 128. Tom Brady's overs 25.5 minus 112, or under 25.5 minus 112.
I think if our guy Robert Kahn is right, that dink and dunk offense Mahomes might get into, that would lend to a lot of receptions or a lot of completions for Mahomes. So I do like the over on Mahomes. And like I said, I think the Bucs have to run the ball. I think they're going to try to establish the run. The Chiefs are not good at stopping the run. I think it's going to be a good day for playoff Lenny, a.k.a. Leonard Fournette. So I'll take the under there, which, I think
for both of them or just Brady?
For just Brady. Over on Mahomes, under for Brady. But that's a really good number. I think it'll be very close. You'll be sweating.
The only thing that concerns me with the Brady under, and I get what you're saying is the rushing, but the thing is, if say they go down 17-0 or 10-0 or something like that, and they're playing catch up, which is definitely a possibility against the Chiefs team, they'll obviously start having to throw the ball a lot. So that's something that you got to consider too with that.
Yeah, I mean, you're totally right. I couldn't agree with you more. So shout out to Robert for chiming in, reminding us that the Chiefs have a backup right tackle, and I think they have both backup tackles in, and JPP and those boys are going to be coming at them hard. So, maybe we'll see a little more Clyde, but we'll talk about Clyde here soon. I think we'll see it. And then Sam mentions over under 6.5 mentions of passing the torch.
Over.
over for sure.
Easy over there. It's gonna be like every other play.
It's gonna be great. I mean, it might not. You might not even get that till like the fourth quarter, and then like Nance and Roma will just be like bam, 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 bam,
Yeah,
bam.
right.
It'll be really funny. Let's start off with the wide receiver tight ends. I'm going Chris Godwin over 79 yards at plus 105. I think he'll have a nice day. I think he'll get 100 yards and hopefully a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it kind of. I think the thing with Godwin, I think it all depends on Brown's health. Like, I think I think he's gonna play, but like, is he just gonna go out there for a name out there, or is he actually healthy and is he actually gonna steal a bunch of catches? I think that's the big thing with the Buccaneers receivers out there. What's gonna happen to them?
Yeah, I would take Antonio Brown overs too, or at least Antonio Brown to score a touchdown, because I think the older guys like Gronk and Brown, like those two dudes, I think they'll score a touchdown, like, just because Brady will want to get them involved or whatever. And you know what I mean? Like Gronk to Brady for like a nostalgia like touchdown. Like, honestly, I think I will be playing Gronk to score the first touchdown for the Bucs, because I'm telling you, man, he's been blocking. He's been doing his thing, and then one time he's just gonna like leak out of the end zone, and Sorensen's gonna try to guard his like 6'7" ass, and it's gonna be a bad time.
Yeah, I got Brown at 41.5 is the over under for him.
Okay, interesting. Evans, I have over 4.5 receptions as well. Andrew, minus 120. What about
how many receptions?
4.5 for Mike Evans.
Oh, I'm going over for that.
Yeah, I have over as well. So what about anything else for you, Andrew? What else do you have?
So I got Travis Kelce at 7.5 receptions.
Yeah, I'll take that over. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm going 2 touchdowns for him. I think it's gonna, like mentioned already, is the dink and dunk offense. I think that's, especially on the goal line. That's where the Chiefs love to do that kind of stuff with them. So I'm gonna give Travis Kelce 2 touchdowns today.
Yeah, I like Travis Kelce to get a touchdown for sure. I'm sure that's like minus 300. But if you could get like Travis Kelce to score 2, like you said, you might be getting better odds there. I do like the receptions as well. 7.5. I think he gets 10. I think if they dink and dunk, they'll stretch the field with Tyreek Hill. They'll throw it to their running backs, and I think Travis Kelce will be a big reception machine, especially because they will be throwing the ball this game. That's just what they do.
Tyreek Hill's first reception over under 11.5. That's interesting.
I like that, Andrew. I would go over on that, and I think one of my friends, I think Matt, keeps saying over on his longest reception to be like 32 yards, something along those lines. I like that as well. That's a good one. I mean, he could, again, easily like 50 yards, no problem. He could break open 50-yard touchdown, something like that. I like that. Here's another fun one for you, Andrew. This one, Antonio Brown playing kind of hurts this one, but I still want to play it because this is like of course Tom Brady would throw to this guy. Scotty Miller over 1.5 receptions, plus 120. I think Scotty Miller has 2 catches today.
I think so.
And when it happens, they'll be like, "Oh, Tom Brady, of course, throwing to the wide receiver. We love to see it." So
I think I'm with you on that one. I think we'll get it. Here, real quick, going back to your Tom Brady, what did you say? Half a yard, rushing yards or whatever?
Yeah.
What about this? You don't have to worry about the kneel downs. His first rushing attempt over half a yard.
I mean,
that's plus 100.
Yeah, sure. I'll take that too.
There you go. You don't have to worry about him kneeling down.
That'd be worrisome. Yeah, I like that too. Sam, we'll talk about MVP odds at the end of the show because that comes at the end. So we'll talk about that soon. Don't you worry. My other one here, Andrew, I mentioned Gronkowski. Him to score a touchdown. My good buddy Honey Beauregard keeps mentioning this guy. Cameron Brate to score a touchdown. Plus 300. I like Brate as well. I mean, he's like another version of Gronk, just younger and probably better right now.
I pick one tight end though for the crowd.
I like both, but if the odds,
I know, but if you only go one tight end,
if you're only gonna pick one, pick Gronk because I saw his like touchdown is like plus 1,300.
Is it really?
Yeah. So it's pretty.
That's surprising.
So I appreciate it. Shout out to I don't know how to pronounce your name, guy, but this Jose guy is complete dog shit. So shout out to me. I appreciate you, hi guy. We read all the comments here. Next one, I have. By the way, Tyreek Hill, I have under 94.5 yards. I think you might be thinking like, oh, you said over his longest reception. Like I said, Todd Bowles is going to want to stop Tyreek Hill. He's not going to want him just to put up another 200 piece in the first quarter again.
There's a difference between wanting to stop him, though, and being able to stop him.
That's true. You got a good point there. But I think that, him rolling over the coverages and making sure, hey, guys, this guy blew our ass up for the fucking first quarter. So let's try to get this shit done. So I think 4 yards there.
Staying on the Kelce train, I'm going to take the under here, I think. 98.5 for Travis Kelce is his over-under.
I
like the touchdowns, but 98.5, I think I'm going a little less.
Yeah, of course. My last wide receiver, running back prop or tight end prop is Byron Pringle, Andrew, over 10.5 yards. I think the Pringle man gets a little reception in there, maybe 2 or 3 gets him over 10.5 yards, minus 105.
Okay. Who was that? Sorry, I was reading the comment that just came in.
Oh, you want to? I'll put that one up for you too, Andrew. Is this the same Andrew that ruins the Pub Sports Radio?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Hell yeah.
Yes, it is. Welcome to the show. Thanks for listening. I guess I don't ruin it enough for you to check in.
Hey, there you go. I like Andrew being a little feisty. You never see Andrew get feisty with people. It's Byron Pringle, by the way. The Pring Man, as I like to call him,
Okay. That's first to that nickname.
No problem. Any more wide receiver or tight ends?
We can go. What'd you say Watkins' catch was?
I don't have it on hand, but I was guessing it was probably like 2.5 to 3. He hasn't had a reception all playoffs, as I believe Robert Kahn said that earlier.
Because again, if Bruce Arians goes to guard Tyreek Hill as much as you want him to, it's going to open the door for Sammy Watkins.
You're right. Your Sammy Watkins, your Pringles. I hope those guys have a big game. Tyreek, maybe relax this game. Your first reception for like 40 yards, and then the rest of the game, chill out.
There we go. Travis Kelce to score 2 touchdowns, plus 330.
Yes, please. I would take that. I like that, Andrew. All right, I'm going in the running backs. You ready for this, Andrew? Because this is where I'm going over Central here. Every Clyde over, basically, I'd take. Over 30 rushing yards, yes, please, minus 130. Rushing attempts over 8.5, minus 110. I'll take that. And over 18.5 rushing yards or receiving yards. I'm sorry, for Clyde. I'd take that as well.
Yeah, I was surprised how low a lot of Clyde stuff was. Like, I'd probably take a lot of his overs, honestly.
Yeah, I think they're trying to. They think they're gonna. Damian Williams is gonna take some of his carries, which he will. I don't think we see Le'Veon Bell this game. I don't
really.
I don't.
I think he gets a good mix.
I don't think
whether he performs or not is the question, but I think he'll get a good mix of stuff just because of his veteran experience and stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Shout out to MMA Locker Room for chiming in. What's up, good sir? He takes the over Leonard Fournette 3.5 receptions, which I like as well. Thank you for having that number just offhand for us. And he has also the Sammy Watkins number at 3.5, and he likes it over. He wants him to pop off on his first 4 receptions for the playoffs here. So shout out to you, good sir. What else, Andrew? Do you have anything else Clyde related, perhaps?
Not Clyde. I had him over his rushing yards, and then honestly, I think his rushing and passing, or rushing and receiving. I think gets over 2. That's at 48.5, minus 112 for the over. I think he can get over 48.5 just rushing alone. So that's one I definitely consider it. 48.5 for both rushing and receiving. That's pretty hard to pass up.
Yeah, I think they've been saving Clyde for this moment. They've been pretty,
especially with Reed's screen passes, how much he likes to screen and stuff.
Yeah, they've had the handcuffs on Clyde all year, and I think they've just been saving him for a big moment in the playoffs. And if you're not going to use him now, then I don't know when else you're going to use him. So
next year.
Yeah, you're right. I also have, I think, one of my favorite plays this game is Leonard Fournette to score a touchdown. We'll talk about those odds and that later when I show you guys our official plays. Leonard Fournette over 46.5 yards, minus 135, and over 11.5 attempts at minus 110. That is a bet that hopefully Ronald Jones is not like on fire, because it really is, who the hot back is. And if Jones is busting 30-yard runs, we might not be able to see Leonard Fournette a lot.
Yeah, the 11.5 carries for the game is a little much for me, just because knowing whether, like you said, depending on which running back gets the chance at having a better game, depending on which one's hotter coming out of the gate. I think that's going to show who the running back is that plays more. So I think if Leonard Fournette comes out hot and gets a 30-yard run, you'll see him more than Ronald Jones. But if it's the opposite, it's going to pull away from Fournette's carries.
Speaking of Ronald Jones, a little insurance on that bet. If you're going to play that last bet, you could put bet over on 12.5 rushing yards for his longest attempt. Ronald Jones, I like that as well. Only 12.5 yards. I mean, Ronald Jones is a large back, but he's very sneaky explosive. I mean, he ran for like 99 yards, 90 yards a couple of weeks ago on that one long rush. I believe it was the Packers or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but he's a freight train, and he'll bust open a big run. And I think 12.5 yards seems pretty doable for Ronald, especially
absolutely. I like that
game too. It's not even the first rushing attempt. It's full game. You got a whole game of hopefully Ronald Jones. I'll take that all day.
Absolutely. I think he'll get that at least once in the game.
Any more running back props?
That's all I got for running back.
All right. Here's some random ones. I've got first scoring play here, Andrew. I would bet field goal if you could bet that individually, but I have Chiefs field goal plus 375, Bucks field goal at plus 375. The first quarter is notoriously very low scoring. The over under for the first quarter is 10. I take the under even it's that low. I think we know. I think 4 of the last 5 Super Bowl first drive also ended in punts as well. I think that one that wasn't was a safety. Then that was the Peyton Manning Seahawks Super Bowl, if you remember that. But yeah. I like the under 10 points. I think we see field goals traded, perhaps even some punts.
No, I agree with that. I think the first quarter is always the lowest. It takes teams to get their feet on the ground and learn what the other team's trying to do, make adjustments early on. But I think by the second half you're going to get more scoring. But yeah, if you're talking just first quarter, I'd like the under there on 10.5 as well.
All right.
Because I could see even just the 7-3 end of the first quarter, and that's 10. So.
Yeah. So I like that as well. Also, first person to score, I mentioned it earlier, Gronk plus 1,400. I like that. I had Sammy Watkins as well, plus 1,800. I have Brown, I mentioned, plus 1,200, and Mecole plus 1,800 as well.
Okay. See, I think Chiefs are scoring first. So I'm going to go more towards I want to go Kelsey opens the scoring for this game.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what the exact odds on it are, but that's the one I'd take for first touchdown.
Sam also wants to know what are the odds on a defensive touchdown. Sam, I'll pull that up for you here in a second. But I want to talk about Gatorade. Andrew, do you have a Gatorade? A little.
I'm going red.
Going red. Oh, red, pink. I think you get both of those at plus 330. I wrote that down. I like that. I have clear, Andrew.
Clear. All right.
Clear. It could be water. Could be.
Did I just say, are you just drinking water this game? No Gatorade?
Yeah, it could be. Maybe it's Purell because, COVID and such. They want to douse Andy Reid in some hand sanitizer, make sure he's good and germified, all that good stuff. So love to see that. I have clear plus 550. That's the one I would play. So shout out to that. I'm pulling up my bookie odds right now. Good sir. Andrew. But by the way, if you're going to go bet on this Super Bowl, you should be using MyBookie, guys. MyBookie.ag. You can put promo code PubSports. Get your little deposit match. Go get yourself some bets in here. Make yourself some money. It'd be a great time. I would love to see it. Do you remember LaShawn McCoy's on the Chiefs? Was LaShawn?
On the Buccaneers.
He's on the Bucks? Wow, I thought, oh my goodness.
It's fun. I was reading the other day.
I didn't even know.
If the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win, he'll be the first player to win back-to-back Super Bowls without playing in one of the games.
Dude, that's Hall of Fame shit right there. That's some.
Hey, yeah. So when he retires, he's got all of his accolades from the Eagles and Bills from beforehand, and then he's got the 2 Super Bowls with. Well, if the Buccaneers win, he'd have the 2 Super Bowls with the Chiefs and Buccaneers.
The touchdown odds, by the way, 1 touchdown, defensive touchdown, or special teams to be scored is plus 185. So not as good as odds as you'd want on that. I think honestly, I'd want like a plus 300-ish at least, just because you're playing 2 of the fucking greatest quarterbacks of all time. But hey, sure. My last little thing here, Andrew, for you before we get to our official picks is Super Bowl MVP. Sam mentioned it earlier. I'm going to pick the Chiefs to lose this game, so I can't pick Mahomes to be MVP. He's obviously the clear favorite. I have Brady plus 175. I think it's hard to really give it to anyone else if Brady does have a nice performance and the Bucks win. I my other Bucks pick, if it's not Brady, is Leonard Fournette at plus 2,800. Nice little shot in there. He'll have to have a big game if Brady's not involved. And then for the Chiefs, if it's not Mahomes, it's Kelsey at plus 975.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that. With me already saying I'm taking the over on the 2.5 touchdowns, taking the over on the 353.5 yards for the passing and rushing. Again, I think Mahomes is going to have a breakout game. So, and I'm going Chiefs, so I'm gonna take Mahomes for MVP. And then again with Kelsey getting 2 touchdowns as a prediction as well. If it wasn't Mahomes, I'd take Kelsey, and then probably Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Mahomes for MVP is minus 150. So the juice is not that.
The juice isn't good, but he's the clear favorite in my eyes.
Yeah. It's like, it's super hard to not give a quarterback Super Bowl MVP. Malcolm Butler was an exception. He obviously deserved it that year, even all that good stuff. I don't think any quarterback could have done anything more there, but there's always those exceptions. I'm gonna go ahead and show our picks here, Andrew. Let's start off with our official picks. Let's start with your official picks here, Andrew. I'm glad that you went first. Andrew, tell me, why do you like these picks here?
First, again, for the over on the national anthem, just with it being a duet, I think that's going to extend it a little bit. And I don't think 2 minutes is that long. Like, I would expect it, honestly, to be set at a higher number. So when I saw the 2 minutes, I thought that was a low set number there. So that's why I went there and picked the over on the national anthem. Chiefs to cover the spread, I think, with the spread at 3.5. I think Chiefs are going to cover. I think Chiefs win this game by double digits. I think it's going to be a pretty close game for the majority of the game, but the Chiefs are going to just get that late touchdown to put the game away. And I think the Chiefs win by 11 or 12 points. I just think Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill are too much to stop. I don't think the Buccaneers are going to be able to, between that offense that the Chiefs are able to throw out there. So I think that's going to be too much for the Buccaneers to handle. Again, I think this is going to be a shootout, so I got both quarterbacks at 2.5 touchdowns, or over 2.5 touchdowns. I like the odds on that as well. With all the weapons that Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes have, I think it creates that. And I get it, they have Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones as well, but when you have Gronk and Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and all them, I think Brady's more likely to throw the ball there in that scenario and put the hands in arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. So that's those 2 picks right there. The winner of the coin toss defers. Again, I think both teams are going to rather start out giving the other team the ball, trying to get a defensive stop and going ahead with a touchdown that way, especially if the Chiefs win. That's what they've been known to do all year this year. I think Buccaneers have been more split in their deferral numbers this year so far. But I think in this kind of game, you'd rather try to get a defensive stop and see what you're going up against with and Patrick Mahomes if you have a chance to take the lead or if you're playing from behind. Mahomes, again, I think he can cover that number of 352.5, all just in the passing yard number. So I think the extra there and the rushing almost makes it even more of a sure thing for Mahomes. Obviously, pending an injury that would happen, I think that's a pretty safe bet there in that case. And then, as we mentioned, Clyde Helaire, 29.5 rushing yards seems pretty not bad at all. I feel like he can get that in one run alone sometimes. He's a guy that's you said they handcuffed him all year, but he's a guy that's still, to me, he's a rookie that will get his feet on the ground pretty early. I think they're going to try to get him the ball early on to get him going. So I think he'll cover that. Honestly, I'm going to say he'll cover that in the first half.
All right. I like that call right there, Andrew. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So I would say that's your favorite one right there, right?
No, I'd go Mahomes over 352.
Okay. All right. I like those picks, Andrew. Let's go ahead and pull up my picks here if we can do that in such a timely manner. I think the only one that we had the same was Leonard, or not Leonard. It was the national anthem over 120 seconds, aka 2 minutes. I like that as well. Leonard Fournette to score a touchdown. I've played that plus 105. Hopefully he scores. Playoff Lenny. The teaser I had in there, under 64 and Bucks plus 10. I have a rather large wager on that I know will now not hit now that I've spoken that into existence, but hopefully it does. Like I said, I think it'll be a shootout kind of game in the sense of the defenses are actually stopping, so not a shootout at all. Here we go. We've come all the way around. Here we go. But yeah, I think it'll be a defensive game first half. Sorry, I'm all messed up right now. You've got me thinking shootout since you've been saying it.
It's going to be a shootout, man.
I think it'll be a defensive game. I think it'll be a tight first half. I think I could easily see the score being like 10-7 first half score, and then hopefully the second half isn't too dramatic. I think the Bucks. I think there's no way the Chiefs. Well, okay, as I said, I can see the Chiefs blow out the Bucks, but I just think that the Bucks, Tom Brady, that whole prestige, they want to play for the GOAT, all that good stuff that comes along with it. He knows what he's doing. He's been here 10 times. I think that comes in and it makes it at least a close game. I'm not asking for much, Tom. At least keep it within 10, because if it's a tight game, then we'll all be happy. Cameron Brate to score a touchdown plus 300. I'm calling that the Hunter Bogart special. He told me to bet it, so I'm probably going to bet it. One of the tight ends is going to score. First touchdown, I would put down as Gronk. But, if you want that any time to score a touchdown, Cameron Brate right there, plus 300, not bad odds. My boy, Scotty Miller, over 1.5 catches, plus 120. I think we see a little Scotty Miller today. Maybe, hopefully, he'll go come on a jet sweep and Tom Brady just flips him a ball for 1 reception, 2 receptions like that. That'd be cool. And like I said, I think the Bucks win this game. I think they obviously, if they're going to win the game, they'll cover the +3. And I think Tom Brady goes ahead and wins MVP for plus 175 there, Andrew. All right.
So which one are you most confident in?
I think Leonard to score a touchdown. I think Leonard to score a touchdown plus 105 is the one that I would really play. I think I obviously, as I say that, I have a larger bet on the teaser, but one of those two are the ones I would play. Robert Kahn. I've been calling him Kama every so often, but he asked if they will let its home team lose. The better question is, will they let Tom Brady lose? Because he gets all the calls. Before we leave, my last, I guess, little special bet that I'll put out there is over, I think it's 1 roughing the passer penalty. I forgot what the odds are, but if you can get that, I think that's a lock. I mean, I would take that up to 1.5. And because, I mean, they'll want to protect their quarterbacks, obviously, and Tom Brady gets all the calls. I mean, that's needless to say. All right.
I got some real quick. I got a couple fun ones outside the game real quick.
Yeah, and you had a fun fact for me again? Was that at the beginning?
I did. Do you want the fun facts first, or do you want the plays first?
End. I want the end.
Okay. This goes to commercials. How many commercials will show a person wearing a mask? Over under 2.5. Overs -450. Unders +275.
Oh, -450. Okay, I was like, what a number. I would say over, but fuck it, take the under, I guess. You got over at -450. That's a joke. You would parlay that together. Sam mentioned if you would parlay these props, but if you can get the commercial one, you put that in the parlay.
How many commercials will have a dog in them? Over 4.5, under 4.5. Overs -250, unders +170.
I like the under. There. That's a lot of dogs. Is that like dogs in the commercial or commercials to dogs? So can there be 100 dogs in one commercial and that count as one?
That's a good question. It doesn't say just how many commercials will have a dog in them.
Well,
this is on sportingnews.com.
So I guess if it's how many commercials, then it would be one commercial. Yeah. So then I like that. I like that a lot.
Will an M&M spokes candy be wearing a mask?
Sure.
No is -160. Yes is +120. Who will speak first in the Frito-Lay's pregame commercial? Peyton Manning -200. Eli Manning +160.
That's just funny that Peyton Manning is such a high number. That's common. bet Eli Manning if you're the quiet type person that has an older brother that gets all the shine.
All right, last one on the commercials. Total number of commercials aired during the Super Bowl. Over 92.5. -125, under 92.5, -115. It says over the past 18 Super Bowls, an average of 88.4 commercials have been aired. But I think the big question is how much, if it's a shootout, there's going to be a lot of commercials from the scoring.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't even know like how to even begin to handicap that. I would take the over just because the TV companies need monies, and this is the best time to sell commercials. So
And then I saw over under. I think it was 7.5 songs played at halftime.
under,
Yeah,
under,
that's what I thought too.
under. The parlay. If you're gonna parlay those props, I like Andrews, Mahomes over the 350. I like playoff Lenny to score a touchdown. Great. And Kelsey, I would just do those four things. Just say fuck around with it.
Yeah, again, I like combining. I guess the one I technically did put a parlay would be combining the two quarterbacks to throw over 2.5 touchdowns.
Yeah. Bosch chimes in with Kawhi Leonard minus 3.5 points or Bucks total first downs, a plus 3.5. I did a little research on this while we were looking this up. Last year, the Chiefs and 49ers, they had 21 to 26 49ers to Chiefs first downs there. The issue is that if the Bucks, if they're going to run the ball, they're going to make long methodical drives. They're going to get a lot of first downs. They could get upwards to 30 first downs, and then you're hoping for a Kawhi Leonard at least 30-point game. I think that Kawhi Leonard to get 30 points is probably where you want to be if you have this bet. And I forget who they're playing. If you're still watching and you can put who they're playing, I'd appreciate that. But I kind of like Kawhi, though. I mean, it'd be fun.
Clippers are playing the Kings.
I like Kawhi. Yeah, I would take Kawhi there. That's a fun one though.
I'll take that one. I'll take that as well.
Okay,
that game's at 2, so you'll know how many first downs you need.
That's true. That's awesome too. So you'll at least know, like, if Kawhi Leonard doesn't get 30 to 25, then you're kind of fucked. But that is a fun bet. I would do that, Boj. That's a good one right there. I think that's my favorite bet, and I think that's my favorite comment of the show right there. So shout out to you, and shout out to Hi, by the way, and Taylor. Appreciate your comments as well. Do you have any final thoughts before we get out of here and go watch these Super Bowls?
I got one more thing. Here's the fun fact. So,
oh yes, of course.
To tie it into baseball a little bit, of course, all the MLB reporters and everything are trying to, they keep tweeting out all the football guys that have been drafted in baseball and stuff. So this one I found interesting because obviously we know the Kyler Murray and the Russell Wilson and all that. And did you know? And Mahomes, yeah. But did you know Todd Helton was at one point ahead of Peyton Manning on Tennessee's depth chart in college? Peyton Manning was third string. Todd Helton was second. Yeah. And then I forget who it was. The starter got hurt, and Todd Helton started a college game over Peyton Manning. I just thought that was hilarious.
I was going to make the joke. Is Peyton Manning an MVP or a Hall of Famer? No, but he literally
just got in last night.
Yeah, literally just got in last night. Billy chimes in with a quick no touchback off the kickoff plus 210. I like that. Here, I'll get into this real quick. If you're a Pat McAfee show listener, he kicked off a Super Bowl. He talks about it, and the ball that they give you to kick off is not the kicking ball, because the kicking ball is different than the actual ball they play with. The ball that they do the kickoffs with is like a brand spanking new, like fresh out the box brick that is super hard to kick. But Harrison Butker has one of the strongest legs in the league. So he's probably going to kick the ball off. So that's a tough one. But I mean, plus 210 is worth the play. Like I said, that brick of a ball, and if the returner does catch it kind of like in that in between, he most likely will take it out because it's the Super Bowl and you have all that adrenaline and you want to get out of the blocks hot. And maybe you can. I don't know.
What was it?
Maybe you can even be Devin Hester. I don't know.
Everybody wants Devin Hester on the team, right?
Yeah. Sam chimes in quickly with a Patrick Mahomes infinity ERA at Texas Tech. That is true. He does have that. He's not accurate. Who could have thought? And Robert Kahn chimes in. Helton was supposed to be the future before he got hurt. Hey, he was a Hall of Famer in Rockies baseball, but maybe he was a Tennessee Hall of Famer in the making too. Unfortunately. All right, this is fun, Andrew. We are going to be doing this further When baseball season comes, we'll be doing a lot of baseball handicapping. We will branch out every once in a while, talk about other sports, but check us out on the Pub Sports Radio Baseball Show. A lot of interviews coming up, going to be fun. Hopefully, they're not over the phone, so you can actually do them, Andrew, because you're getting a shitload of books, I'm getting a shitload of books, and it's going to be a good time, you know?
Absolutely. Interviews will be fun. Reading's fun, so look forward to it.
Reading is fun. That is the last thing that Andrew with the show. Everyone enjoy the Super Bowl. Go Bucks.
Chiefs.
What's your final score prediction?
Give me 30. Let's go 35. No, 30. We'll go 34-24.
Man, you're such a dick. You picked the numbers to, of course, hit my under that makes it over. I'm going to go 31.
Your under was 64.
Well, I'm not a math guy, Andrew.
34-24 is 58.
Okay, good. So I actually like that score, except for the Chiefs. I am going to go Bucks 27-24 against the Chiefs. I think Tom Brady just ascends to the sports heaven as he accepts his Super Bowl MVP and becomes the GOAT of GOATs.
Does he retire if they win?
Fuck no. He's going to keep winning these things, dude. He's going to keep winning these things forever. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll catch you guys next time.